Lynn Burton, 5-year member, gifted cyberspace traveler. Strengths include graphical user interface development in multi-dimensional hyperplanes and first-person post-arcade shooters. Handle, Churchill. Games author, Hostage Golf, Slipstream, and Hip Hop Mafia. Left web runners after marriage to Joey Falconetti ended in divorce 15 years ago, and the latter was sentenced to prison. Burton Falconetti marriage ceremony of note, due to disruption by another web runner, Vincent Magnotta, who claimed to be in love with Burton. Josie Dorset, 3-year member, an extraordinary hacker and decker, but one known not to flaunt her cyberspace talents in a pretentious fashion. Handle, Disraeli, games author, Alien Mothers, Virtual Twister, and Beach Party Cryonics. Graduate research thesis on the effects of extended decking brought her national acclaim in the cyberspace community. An enthusiastic gamer, she died under very mysterious circumstances. The Josie Dorset case is still unsolved to date. Josie Dorset left behind an ex-husband and a teenage daughter. Victor Estevez, 5-year member, a highly skilled programmer, decker, and designer. Best known for his controversial past, followed by his personal religious conversion. Handle, Albert. Games author, SimTeam Runaway Exploitation. Headhunter, New Testament Interactive Volume 1. Sim Noah and Genesis, the ultimate god game. Reputed to be the web runner's programmer extraordinaire. Expert in low-level supercomputer programming. Author of several controversial underground games that continue to draw a large cult following. Following a personal religious conversion, Estevez became a senior programmer for Revelation Incorporated, where he is designing and writing a new line of religious interactive adventures. Joey Falconetti, also known as Falcon Eddie, 8-year member, founding father, an angel, an ace-cracker, a master of cyberspace. Handle, Beaverbrook, games author, Collateral Damage 2020, Humvee, Logic Bomb, and Dwarf Toss. Left runners 15 years ago when convicted of murder in the first degree. Conviction was overturned 2 years later when it was discovered that a police officer had falsified evidence leading to the conviction. The police officer suspected, but never convicted of mishandling the evidence, was Vincent Magnotta, a former web runner. Stephanie Jordan, 5-year member, decker of modest ability, no significant strengths or specialties. Handle, Victoria, games author, trophy wife, and Streptococcus. Most notable for the company she kept, Jordan engaged in lengthy multiplayer gaming sessions with Falconetti, Magnotta, and Burton, played no role in the deadly events that tore the formidable trio apart, left the runners due to unknown circumstances. Vincent Magnotta, 8-year member, Archangel, ace-cracker, a master of cyberspace whose talents were exceeded only by Joey Falconetti. Handle, Sir Duke, games author, designer Jeans, Hebrew Vice, Copadelphia, and Pistol Party. Betrayed runners' credo that information shall be free by joining the data fascists at the Soho precinct of the United Police Forces. Explosive romantic triangle with members Claire Burton and Joey Falconetti culminated with Magnotta's implicating Falconetti in a murder, and the three of them leaving the web runners. Sam Mendler, 4-year member, a decker of above-average ability. Strengths included interface design and applied gaming theory. Handle, Balfour. Games author, Wolfinator, Whorebusters, and President Satan. Mendler's game Wolfinator was a national bestseller. Known for his strong game design skills, Mendler followed up his smash hit with the highly controversial President Satan. Suddenly a target for an angry public and a hungry international media, Mendler left the web runners and retired from the gaming community. Years later, he opened a successful dry cleaning business in the Bowery. Renee Stein, 2-year member, known more as a plot writer than a decker. Strengths included character development, plot tree branching, and artificial personality construction. Handle, Salisbury. Games author, The Heat of Hate City and Bloodnet 3000. Talented writer, designer, and game scenario builder. Left the web runners to pursue a career as a hypertext novelist. She authored 3 acclaimed interactive novels before taking a position at Knopf as a senior editor. Claire Lynn Burton, 5-year member, gifted cyberspace traveler. Strengths include graphical user interface development in multi-dimensional hyperplanes and first-person post-arcade shooters. Handle, Churchill. Games author, Hostage Golf, Slipstream, and Hip Hop Mafia. Left web runners after marriage to Joey Falconetti ended in divorce 15 years ago, and the latter was sentenced to prison. Burton Falconetti marriage ceremony of note, due to disruption by another web runner, Vincent Magnotta, who claimed to be in love with Burton. Josie Dorsett, 3-year member, an extraordinary hacker and decker, but one known not to flaunt her cyberspace talents in a pretentious fashion. Handle, Disraeli. Games author, Alien Mothers, Virtual Twister, and Beach Party Cryonics. Graduate research thesis on the effects of extended decking brought her national acclaim in the cyberspace community. An enthusiastic gamer, she died under very mysterious circumstances. The Josie Dorsett case is still unsolved to date. Josie Dorsett left behind an ex-husband and a teenage daughter.
Exit cyberspace.
Any luck identifying the murder weapon yet?
I will guess that it's a knife.
Farley says that hasn't been established. Says you don't know what the murder weapon is.
That fat fuck has a lot of crazy theories. It's not rocket science. These people were butchered. You can't slice bacon with a baseball bat.
You notice anything fishy about Burton?
Like what?
Like the fact that she's dragging her feet on treating Catherine.
Now you're a cyber surgeon, huh?
Why aren't you investigating her?
What makes you so sure I'm not?
Did you know that Falconetti and Burton were married?
Yeah, so?
So why didn't you tell me?
It's not relevant to the case.
Well, the fuck it's not. One of those could be the Ripper.
Look, I'm not an idiot. I read your partner's notes. As far as you pinheads are concerned, I'm a suspect.
Why didn't you tell me about the web runners?
What are you talking about?
Your past. Your involvement with the web runners. The fact that you're an ace decker. The fact that you've known Burton and Falconetti for years. I mean, you're all connected. I'm supposed to think there's nothing to this?
If you're making an accusation, swear out a complaint.
Why? So you can list some more evidence?
You're walking on thin ice, Quinna. If it cracks, ain't nobody gonna hear you scream when you go under.
Why didn't you tell me about your affair with Burton?
What makes you think I had to tell you anything? Let's just say, what I give you are pennies from heaven.
Oh, so you were playing God when you tried to break up Burton's marriage to Falconetti. The plot thickens, Magnata.
You just crossed the line. Ask your buddy Falconetti what it's like to be my enemy. A pissed off cop can screw your life up in so many ways.
Imagine the headline, Copper, Chopper, Officer is Ripper. Ooh, it has a nice ring to it, Magnata.
Yeah, kind of like Pinhead. Reporter has shit for brains.
So you were a web runner?
15 years ago when I was a kid.
So that's all it was, kid stuff.
Actually, it was exciting. I learned more about cyberspace there than I did in school. But basically, it was all about games. And I grew up.
So you and Eddie were friends with Magnata?
Friends is pushing it.
Look, I would appreciate an honest response. I know that you were all members of this web runners thing. What are all three of you hiding?
What makes you think we're hiding anything?
Oh. 3 people involved in a murder case, all just happened to hang out together 15 years ago?
Stranger things have happened.
Right. Did you hear? The Ripper is killed again.
That's a line I've heard often enough.
Stephanie Jordan. Maybe you know her.
Stephanie Jordan. Haven't seen her for 15 years. Jesus. Same as the others?
Yeah.
Oh, Stephanie.
I know about Magnata breaking up your wedding.
Hard to believe, isn't it? Charming guy like him.
Hard to believe he has a heart. But I think it still beats for you.
When I married Joey, I learned how crazy Vince Magnata is. He became obsessed with me and Joey. That obsession nearly ruined our lives. Now it might kill us all.
Where is Stephanie Jordan's body?
I don't know that name.
She was the Ripper's latest victim. They must have brought her body here.
That's true, but I don't know anything about a Stephanie Jordan. I'm sure there's information pertaining to her on that computer, but it hasn't worked since I arrived. Steve Farley probably tampered with it before he left. As you can see, I've removed the access panel. Some of the circuits were burned out. I called for a technician, but it's impossible to get anything done in this place. If you can help me get the computer running, I'll see if I can help you. But that's as far as my involvement goes. I can't afford to lose this job.